StreamYard's trying to be unprofessional.
Oh, I hate that.
Hey.
Good evening and welcome to the Unprofessional Professional Sports Show. I'm BA along with James Train Martin and Keith Engel from, of course, TGI Sports. Hope you fellas are having a very good afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it. Bo is on assignment. I believe he's got a WNBA game to do today. That's why he's not here.
On assignment. Nice.
On assignment. It's like we're important.
Very professional of him.
But talk about professional. That new B, I got to give you credit, man. That new intro is really pretty nice there.
Yeah.
A little bit of AI there, but we all look super professional.
Brian looks don't know every picture I see of him, though. He looks like a different person every time I see a picture of him. He looks different.
Trying to do the bamboozle thing with you, know. And good afternoon there, Feather Freebird 8083. Hope you are having a good afternoon as well. Let's start off at the top. We're going to get into the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs just a moment. But the thing that's on everybody's mind today, in fact, we had a conversation about this in the chat. Aaron Rodgers is going to retire after 2026 season. He says this is it. And
can he go now?
So, I've been saying that for the longest. But anyway. Well, thank you. Thank you, Liz. What's going on, West Coast? So what do you guys think about that?
I think it's a little too soon to put the information out there, but Aaron Rodgers, knowing him, is either late or soon. I guess because it's all about Rodgers, and he probably wants a farewell tour. And so
are they giving him one though, James? Are they really going to give your Aaron Rodgers a farewell tour? I don't know that they will.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it all depends. But I know we got into a discussion about whether or not he was overrated or not. I definitely don't think he's overrated. I think he'll be when it's all said and done, he'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. So that's ultimately what matters. I
agree. He was a great player. He was a great player. Then he became a cancer on the teams he was on, in my mind. And, Jack can say everybody on the Jets loved him. I don't care. It doesn't matter. His reputation is not good and hasn't been pretty much since he chased Mike McCarthy out of Green Bay. So let's see how that works out. Right. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's, as a non-Pittsburgh fan, I'm kind of excited for the circus that could potentially erupt there. I think it'll be fun.
Well, I think Pittsburgh's going to be a better team this year with or without Aaron Rodgers. I do. I think they got a better defense is a little bit better. I think they got another wide receiver there that they can throw to in Pittman. They're shaping up to be. I don't know if they're going to they can get in the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to be winning anything in the playoffs, but at the same time, they're going to be a strong contender in that in that division with Baltimore. So,
but you don't
think I'm going to have to disagree with you without the Aaron Rodgers part. It's got to be with Aaron Rodgers. There's nobody else on that roster. There's a reason they brought him in. There's nobody else on that roster that would make them good outside of it. I think Aaron Rodgers is in the quarterback room. Is the best option there.
I also see him as a guy who can tear that team apart, though, this year, because him and McCarthy did not part on good terms. And there's a 50-50 shot that you got a divided locker room, one behind the coach, one behind the quarterback. And that's going to be pretty ugly if it happens, I think.
Right.
The potential's there.
They got enough weapons, and the offensive line is good. Aaron Rodgers is not the Aaron Rodgers of 10 years ago. Okay.
For sure.
First of all. and you can say they're not going to give anybody in their locker room besides him as a quarterback position is not ready to go. Well, if they didn't have Aaron Rodgers and if they weren't being held hostage by Aaron Rodgers, I would say that point, because I wouldn't have been waiting for him that long in the first place. I do. You're going to sign or you're not. That's all there is to it. Either that, kick rocks. But they got Will Howard. They just got the dude from Penn State. Yeah, they drafted another quarterback. They still got what's his face?
Yes, I know you're talking about, but
yeah.
No, who? You're talking about the kid that played for he played for them and he went to Tennessee and then he came back. Yeah, but no, come on. You don't pay somebody $23 million guaranteed if they're not going to be the number one guy, the starter. The rest of those guys are just
obviously yes, but I'm talking about if they didn't have Aaron Rodgers, they would be just as fine without him.
No, they would not.
Yeah,
not with that
would.
Group. No. There's nobody. It's a huge drop off right there. First of all, you're the one that always says the rookie. You don't know what he's going to do, so you can't even include those two guys.
They wouldn't be starting the rookie.
But you brought the names up. It doesn't matter. You brought their names up. I'm just saying there's nobody there. There's no Mitch Trubisky is the other guy. No, I'm sorry, not Mitch Trubisky. Mason Rudolph. He's not. He's a journeyman. Right. He's not going to change. I'm just saying Aaron Rodgers last year was far in ahead better than anybody that's on that roster last year. And I
would agree.
Yes, there's no way.
But
okay,
he's also not going to help those guys get better for when he's gone, because we know from his history he's not going to help those guys.
That's
correct. Right. Yes, and this is what I'm going to say. B, I know you got your haterade coming out of that division where you're from. Come on.
He's been in this division. He's been in our division. Matthew Stafford's a better quarterback than Aaron Rodgers. And
it is what it is.
You want to know what it is. You want to keep saying who was the Hall of Fame? He didn't have but one Hall of Fame receiver, and that was Devontae Adams. Well, so did Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford played on a worse team and did better.
But Matthew Stafford had a far and above better receiver than Aaron Rodgers. Come on. And Calvin Johnson. Come on, you can't tell me that Calvin Johnson and Devontae Adams compare.
No.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Aaron
sir.
Rodgers is supposed to be a better quarterback than Stafford, right?
And he made Donald Driver better. He made Jennings better. He made a lot of those guys a lot better than what they were.
Calvin Johnson, and then he went to L.A.
No. Calvin Johnson was a monster no matter who he went to. He played with Reggie Ball at Georgia Tech. Come on, man. You can't tell me that Calvin Johnson is not a better receiver than Devontae Adams. He was far better.
Rodgers. I just don't agree that he's.
I know it. Exactly. I told you. Drink your head with haterade. He's not overrated.
He's overrated.
He is now.
But you can't call a first ballot Hall of Famer overrated. You can't. That just don't work. It don't work like that. It's either you're hating or you just not knowledgeable about football. And I know you're knowledgeable about football.
When Matthew Stafford goes in the Hall of Fame, I want to see how
he should. No, but I'm not going to call him overrated. I'm not going to call him overrated.
Call him overrated.
But you're going to call. I know what you're saying overrated because you didn't like he was beating your ass every year in Detroit, and I got it. I get it. You feel some kind of way. Fine, I can say that. But don't call him overrated.
That's the point I'm trying to make. See, you're getting it mixed up, dude. First of all, he was doing that in a weak-ass division, like Tom Brady did in the AFC East.
Wow,
okay?
So now
that was a weak-ass division.
Too. Wow, everybody sucks.
Catching the strays, man.
No. I'm
now
not saying that, but look at
what
Tom Brady did. No, it's a legitimate fact.
He didn't play those.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact.
Yes, he played.
That's an opinion. That's an opinion that you're calling him overrated.
No. If he's 17, he won. He was in 17 seasons. 10 of those seasons, the team had a great record. That's Green Bay. In 3 of those seasons, he didn't even play.
Okay, so hold on. Forget your division. He was MVP 4 times in the league.
Yeah.
How do you call him overrated?
San Francisco. We brought up some good points in that text.
That was a great team they lost against, and he don't play defense. I'm sorry.
Really? San Francisco.
They went to the Super Bowl. They
beat Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, fine, they lost to Tampa Bay, but I'm saying Aaron Rodgers was still. You can't discount the man. That's not overrated. I'm sorry, Keith, you got to join in somewhere in there.
No, listen. Two things can be true at the same time. Matthew Stafford today is head and shoulders better than Aaron Rodgers.
Of course.
That Aaron Rodgers was head and shoulders better than Matthew Stafford.
Absolutely.
That's true. That's absolutely true. You watch the games and watch him play, and he was doing things nobody else can do, including Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady. Now, maybe he didn't win enough Super Bowls to make people
yes.
Get it.
But hold on. I mean, you can't tell me he wasn't clutch. Remember that game when Dak Prescott started and he took over Tony Romo? Dak had the best game of his life in that rookie year in that playoff game.
Yep.
Did you see that clutch with few seconds left? That clutch pass that Aaron Rodgers threw to that tight end and got the field goal and won the game. I'm sorry, man. It's just what it is. He was legit. He got older.
I agree.
And it's what it is.
And I'm not a Aaron Rodgers fan. That Aaron
Rodgers, that's the thing. Neither am I. But I'm gonna call a spade a spade.
Again,
that's just what it is.
Aaron Rodgers isn't today's Aaron Rodgers, and you have to separate the two, and it's fair to do that. And that Aaron Rodgers is a first Hall of Famer and one of the greatest quarterbacks in play. But at that time.
Okay, Rick. How long Marino played and he had no Super Bowls? You're going to call him overrated too?
In a weak ass division.
In a weak ass division.
That is the most ass. But see, Rick is a Minnesota fan, so of course we're going to hear this.
16 years, one Super Bowl. That's fine. How many of the Vikings have? How many of the Lions have? I mean, come on.
Well, because they sucky ass organizations. Of course they're not going to have no damn Super Bowls. Come on.
He's a great player. You guys can put him down all you want. He was a great player. Now, a person? No. I mean, now you don't
you got to separate the artist from the art. You got to separate the artist from the art.
Absolutely.
For sure.
What's up, Dan?
Absolutely.
How you doing, buddy? Oh.
I mean, I get it. There's some jealousy there, and I get it.
I'm not jealous. I could care less about it. That's not what it is. I'm just calling it. You calling it spade a spade. I'm calling it spade a spade. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, on to the next one. Speaking of people,
how did Tom Brady get thrown into this conversation? By the way,
it was in the early comments. When we were talking earlier.
I'm not saying that there was no disrespect to Tom Brady in that. None.
Sounded disrespectful to me, but I'm listening with jaded ears.
At all. You got to win those games, remember? So.
Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. That's fair. That makes sense. Say that. I get it. If you don't like them, but you can't call them overrated, man. That's crazy.
Yes, I just did. So anyway, it could be asinine all you want. It could be asinine all you want.
Hey,
he's overrated.
Again, I'm gonna tell you. What trumps your opinion? What trumps your opinion is going to be the fact that he becomes a first ballot Hall of Famer, and that's that. That's a wrap.
Because that's what everybody put him at
and the people that get paid to vote him in are the ones that's gonna bring him in. I'm just telling you, whether they like him or not.
So it doesn't trump my opinion. My opinion is always going to be he's overrated. So what?
No, you called it a fact earlier. You said he was overrated. You gave me facts about why he was overrated. That didn't make sense. With his numbers.
About why he's overrated. But
there's nothing you can put up.
Overrated. It doesn't make a difference.
Other than he only won one Super Bowl, what else can you really throw up as facts?
Yes, exactly. Those aren't facts. That's not fact. That's an opinion. What you're saying, because those numbers are incredible. What he's put up, and that's just you can't argue that. That's just it. Those are the facts. That's going to get him into the Super Bowl. I mean, to the Hall of Fame.
He's overrated to me. Anyway, you ain't gonna change my opinion. Sorry, you ain't gonna do it.
No, keep your opinion. I'm just saying, when you said facts, that's what you lost me. You can have your opinion. I don't have a problem with that.
My opinion.
I don't have a problem with that.
Anyway, so also a big thing that happened in sports today. Before I drop my phone, Jason. Oh, Lord. Jason Kidd got fired from Dallas.
Yeah.
Was anybody? I mean, I was kind of shocked about that. What think it was
The
his
fact
fault.
that they got to pay him $40 million shocks me because you'd think they keep him around, but they want a clean slate. They got a new guy running the team, and Jason Kidd's a pretty good coach, I think. And I think it's strange that a year after they wouldn't let him talk to the Knicks, now he's gone. After they gave him a new contract, besides.
Did he want to part ways? They said they parted ways. Did they really fire him, or was it amicable that he wanted to leave as well?
I think he got fired. I mean,
okay.
Lots of guys get fired, right? It's amicable. They want to spend more time with their family. They got fired when you hear that stuff, in my mind.
Usually said it was his decision to remove Kidd as head coach. So he got fired.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Listen, you must want him bad. You must want him bad gone. Bad. Sorry, you must want him gone badly to pay him $40 million to go away, and that's what they're going to do. So,
well, I hope.
Well, I know he wasn't happy about something. Oh, he wasn't happy when they got rid of Luka. I remember that.
Yes.
So maybe he just wasn't happy after that overall, and he was a bit of a malcontent within the organization.
But he signed a new contract at the last season. At the end of last season, when he was the Knicks.
I was signed guaranteed money too.
Well,
so I mean, because like you said, they're going to pay him.
Offered it. I mean, if you're offered it, this is the same regime that was the one that got rid of Luka in the first place.
Right. So, but he'll get a job somewhere else for sure.
Yeah, and I hope he does too, because that'd be great. Speaking of people getting a job, your New Orleans Pelicans got a new head coach. Very good hire too, to me, Mosley.
I agree with you. I think it's good. I got into a debate with somebody online that they thought it was like they wanted Rajon Rondo. I said, well, Rajon Rondo hasn't stepped a day on the court as a head coach at all. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he's very smart, but he's unproven. This guy changed a playoff situation from a 13-win season the next season, and when he got there to Orlando, and so. Mind you, they've been first-round exits, but they've been just that. They got to the playoffs. So, I mean, I think New Orleans has a better roster than Orlando does. So, I mean, hopefully we can keep Zion healthy. That would be the biggest key, and see if they have build a really good relationship and camaraderie within that organization. But I like what Joe Dumars is doing. They're starting from ground up. And so there's going to be a lot of changes there in New Orleans. Hopefully, the biggest key cog there again is going to be Zion Williamson and what he's able to do and stay on. If he can stay on the court, I think they're going to be a lot better. If he can't, really, it's not going to matter if the way San Antonio is playing. I know we're going to make a segue to that, but and OKC, anybody in the West is probably just not going to. They might as well just lay on the side of the road and just quit because it just looks pretty nasty with both those teams.
Doesn't it seem
but
weird?
Mosley,
It does seem weird that one of the Magic get rid of one of the best young coaches. Obviously, he's well respected because he gets a job right away. They dump him, and the guy they're talking to, one of the guys they're talking to, is Jeff Van Gundy, who's like as old as me. I'm shocked. And he's coached in, I don't know, how long? 12 years? Maybe more.
Maybe he's going to have the former head coach, his brother, to be a consultant, a hidden consultant, a ghost consultant.
Well, he coached that team already, didn't he? Stan,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Stan coached him. Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll have him as a consultant there. So, I don't know.
Technically, didn't he win a championship in? No. I'm thinking the Eastern Conference.
They got to a finals
against LeBron.
But they didn't. No. They beat LeBron. Yeah, they got to the finals, but they lost.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Yeah,
I like Mosley because he's a gritty coach. He's kind of like Bickerstaff, without the really weird stuff that you say at the end of Game 7s that you got your ass kicked by. But anyway, you could do without that kind of press conference.
They're not disappointed in the way their season ended.
Yeah.
What?
I'm disappointed how that. Yeah, I didn't like that whole thing at all. But it is what it is. On to the next one. Speaking of which, NBA playoffs. We're getting to the finals. Both the conferences finals are starting. And San Antonio's already got a 1-up on OKC. Very good game by Wemby. 41 and 24, I think it was. 41 points, 24 rebounds.
Close enough.
Yes.
Yeah. And he had like maybe about some like 7 blocks. I remember.
Like 3 blocks and 5
Yeah, 3
assists or
blocks,
something like that.
Yeah.
Either way,
He's a freak. Making 28-foot three.
is he kind of like, I mean, even though he can shoot the 3 from like 30 feet, is he kind of like Wilt Chamberlain, like Kareem and Wilt had a baby and this is what you get?
He's better defensively than both those guys, though. So,
Yeah.
But you know what? I still see immaturity in this guy. When that game was on the line at the end of, I think it was the shoulder in his head, and he steamrolls over him. That's an important possession, and it didn't cost him in the end. But I see some immaturity in the kid that needs to. Again, it'll probably change. He is a kid.
Yes, 22.
You can't make those mistakes in those moments. I mean, it didn't cost them; they were lucky. But it was just a stupid foul.
This whole team is young, though. The average age is 22 or younger, which is crazy. I mean, outside of Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, and they win the game without fouls too, so that's very impressive.
And in saying that too, Keith, also the thing that put him over the top was the logo from the logo 3 when it counted.
He wants to take those. I give them to him all game, by the way, but that's still impressive. I agree. That was amazing.
What's crazy is though he said in the post game conference he didn't know what he was doing. It just came to him, and he just shot that. So that's what makes it scary. Is that imagine when he gets like the IQ of like a LeBron or something like that. I mean, which I think he probably already has, but just man, this is unreal. It's so unfair almost. It's like it's crazy to see somebody that get. Yeah, it's unfair, but I like it. I was screaming for both sides when they were scoring at the end of the game. I was like, because it was such an excellent game. I was just like, wow. My wife probably listening to me, tell me to shut up, but I really.
I thought that was my wife. I'm sorry, I heard that.
Yes, I think all of our wives are telling us to shut up. But yeah, I thought the game was just impressive, and I think it's going to be. I still going to think it's going to be a 7-game series. You had a bad game out of SGA. Not to say it wasn't because of the team, but he missed some mid-range shots that he normally makes.
Yeah,
and so I think he's going to bounce back. I think they're going to make some adjustments. You're going to probably get more play. I mean, it was good to see Caruso get 30 because he had 12 assists and half of those went to Caruso.
Yeah,
he played great. Defensively too. If you saw some things he did defensively, like he was able to still get that ball away from Wembanyama. But your Spurs, they may win again tonight. If they win again tonight, I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be tough. Yeah.
I know one thing. OKC's got to calm down on the turnovers. 23 turnovers.
That's not good. That's not good. I still think the bench is going to be the big difference in this series, and I do think it'll go 7
eventually.
Games.
Yep.
I think that bench will actually come, and not that it doesn't come.
The longer the games go.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's impervious for the Spurs to kind of win this next game because they got to put OKC on the ropes a little bit. And the more that this series goes on, the more it kind of favors OKC because of the bench. But if the Spurs take care of business, these first couple of games.
Dylan Harper played great off the bench for the Spurs.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
Well, he had his moments too. He was kind of doing some dumb stuff in that game.
Well, the person that really was bad for the Spurs was Castle. He had 11 turnovers. And he.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Bad. I mean, Castle had 17 points. He contributed. Harper had 24. So I guess you could say that. I guess Harper did have a good game. Yeah, there's some spots I just saw Harper just have some. I was cussing at him. I was like, "What are you doing?" I guess it was more noticeable. I was waiting for Harper to get off, but I don't know. Yeah. So,
by the way, we talked a little bit, and Jack has talked about Holmgren not being able to play with Wemby. And he's not on his level. Obviously, we know that. But he made some really big defensive plays and came up with a couple of big rebounds in that game as well.
That block, that block that sent him to overtime.
That was huge.
It was a huge block. Yeah,
he's the second best defensive player in the league for sure. I mean, these are the two best defensive players in the league.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, Chet Holmgren. Yeah,
they got a little history too.
Yeah.
So
they don't like each other, but
they don't like each other now.
But Wemby, he's a throwback. They asked him, was he mad about not winning the MVP? He said, yeah. He said, I want to win a whole bunch of those. And you got to kind of like and respect that, because if that's my team, that's what I want to hear from my, like, oh, snap. Because he was out there, he got the 40 points. The team was looking at him. They were in awe of him. He was turning his head to the left and to the right. I was like, oh, my goodness. I said, this kid, he really wants to win. He wants to let the world know that he is the face of the league, the next face of the league. And likely he's going to be if he isn't now. He's just too big and too dominant to be. They call him like a baby Shaq. I mean, because of his size. But I mean, the fact that he can play on both ends and his shooting range is just so deep. Like you said, that 30-foot 3-pointer is like, oh man, that was a dagger.
He did get Chet Holmgren back, though. He did dunk on Chet.
He did. Yeah, he did.
He did. So, and he talked in his face about it, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and he was, and like you said, he was miffed that he didn't get the MVP. So that propelled him in that game. If you got that kind of stuff motivating you to win games like that, just any little thing, if great players find little things to motivate them so they can go on to the next level. Tom Brady's done it. I'm giving kudos to him because he's one of those guys that does it. He don't give a damn. I'll find something. I will find something. I don't care if it's a minute speck of dust. I'm going to find it and use it for my benefit.
He is super petty. Mm-hmm. But mind you, let me say this: SGA deserved the MVP award. So I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, 31 points a game. Now he has Jalen Williams playing with him, and he played a pretty decent game as well.
He did
26 points. Yeah. So we'll see. I think my conclusion to the game tonight, I think OKC's going to bounce back and they're going to win this game.
There was a basketball game yesterday in the Eastern Conference between the New York Knickerbockers and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
There was two games. I would argue there was two games yesterday, and one for about 38. 30 I can't do the math. I mean, 41 minutes and then another game for 7. So
wow.
That's a tough loss, man.
A matter of opinion here.
I heard some guys.
Oh Lord!
I heard some guys in the Cleveland locker room afterwards. They were asking him, "Is this a tough way to lose a game?" And they were kind of all playing it off like, "No, it's just like any other loss." And I'm sorry, that's not like any other loss. When you blow
that's a dumb question to ask anyway. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, well, they got a dumb answer, so I guess it's balanced. So, listen, this is horrible loss. You've got them on the ropes at home, and the Knicks were rusty early in the game, which I was afraid they would be. OG is very tentative. Maybe he's still hurt more than he thinks, or he's afraid to really explode and get hurt again. But he was very tentative. But they took over the game in the middle of the fourth quarter, obviously, and. James talked about Brunson playing great. He is a great player, but they had some big shots from guys like Shamat, who again plays well off the bench.
Bridges.
Bridges. All these guys came up big at the end of this game, and they outscored them 44-11.
Something crazy.
Overtime from 7 minutes left to overtime. That's
46-21.
And Kenny Atkinson, I said to you guys before the game, he doesn't call timeouts during all this. And he said, well, I didn't want it to get to be a close game and not have any timeouts. At that point, you should be trying to keep it before becoming a close game and a one-possession game. It wouldn't matter if you had timeouts if you continued to have a 20-point lead. That was bad. And I like Kenny Atkinson, but I think he did a horrible job down the stretch yesterday.
That's the kind of loss that will send your team with a goose egg down the stretch. Yeah. You're not winning any games, 4 straight losses.
Maybe.
Because coach fired.
And you could get fired, too, for that kind of thing. I'm not saying Cleveland's not going to win a game, but we saw how New York's been playing all playoffs. So Maybe Cleveland threw their best shot at them, and this is what happened. And so I don't know how the situation is going to go for next game tomorrow night, but they got to do better than that. Man, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
That's like he said, they had to win. That was they choked. They choked. There's no question about that. They definitely choked Cleveland.
I was giving up and going to bed. That's how bad it was. And I don't do that. But I was ready to give it up. If I didn't fall asleep, I would have gone to bed.
Yeah, I would say Cleveland choked that game away. They should have had that 1-1.
Yeah.
You can't. This is a game you can't have that happen. It's an Eastern Conference final. You can't have that type of game in the Eastern Conference final and just. I mean, hey, Brunson came through when he needed to come through. I'm telling you, that dude is vying for the playoff MVP right now because that dude has been playing some terrific basketball.
And Harden Mitchell come up small in crunch time. Mitchell, you look at Mitchell's numbers, you think he had a pretty good game, but look at the last 7 minutes or last quarter, he did not play well. He had one bucket from the 7-minute point through overtime.
That's what he did in Utah, and kind of what he's doing in Cleveland as well. So that's just his MO. I would say that Cleveland probably just woke a sleeping giant. New York still looks good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know what the Giants look like in comparison to the West Coast Giants.
Giants,
but they are sleeping Eastern Conference Giants for sure right now. So, and I picked them to go to the finals now. It's just and let Jack be on here. He's like, "Oh, great, James. You wait to the last game to pick them to go to the finals."
Yeah. And tonight is also is the OKC is going to have the rematch for Game 2 with San Antonio. Like James said, this is kind of a more important game for OKC than it is for San Antonio because OKC's got the ball in their courts, sports so to speak. So, I mean, do you see? James said OKC is going to bounce back. What do you say about that, Keith?
I think they do. I mean, look at Wemby goes off and has an all-time playoff game. I mean, there aren't a lot of playoff games you can find that are better than that. And they still were in position to win this game. So I think OKC bounces back and we go to San Antonio 1-1. 7 games. I thought it'd be 7 games. I figured San Antonio, both teams are going to win on the other team's court somewhere. And you might as well do it in Game 1.
And Wemby's not going to average this. He's not going to do a Wilt Chamberlain and average this type of game, 40 and 20. Right. That's just not going to happen. So the other guy's going to have to step up, and that's where you have other guys on OKC's team, like a Jay Mitchell only had 5 shots or something like that, 5 points because he only shot like 3 shots or something like that. So it's definitely going to be it's going to differ here.
You guessed, Danny? Okay.
What's up with Danny? Who pissed in your Cheerios?
The thing about San Antonio though in that game, you did realize that they really didn't come back until the fourth quarter. That was OKC, because pretty much most of the way San Antonio had like a 7-point lead, and they kept a steady 7-point lead all through the 3 quarters. So once they got the lead, so I don't know, man. I don't know.
No, I'm saying that's with the bad game from SGA though. That's with the bad game. So I don't think SGA is going to have a bad game. Just like I don't just no. Look at how many shots he took. So
30, didn't he, or something?
He didn't say goofy yet, though.
Yeah. I mean, he had a pretty bad shooting night. So I mean, and in regards to the average, it wasn't good. He had 12 assists or something like that, I think. So yeah, I mean, I think he's going to have a better shooting night. Again, we're talking about a player that averages 31 points a game. So I just think he's going to have a better game in that regard. So, and again, I don't think Wemby's going to have a 40-point game every night, 24 rebound game. That's not just not going to happen. And that's ways to stop him. I think that you are not stopping. Forgive me, Wemby, if you heard this. I know you watch our show. I think
it'll be in French later. We'll do it in French later as well.
Yes, exactly. They're going to slow you down, Wemby. They're going to try to slow you down. They're not going to stop you. You can't be stopped.
By the way, the sad part is this show makes much more sense in French than it does in English. So
Yes, exactly.
Thus, the Unprofessional Professional Sports Show. There you go.
Yes.
All
That
right.
is
And
hilarious.
on another note, we do have other playoffs in action, and that would be the NHL playoffs. We have the we got the final two conferences in for that, and it is going to be tonight tonight will be the Golden Knights versus the Avalanche, and in the other series will be the Canadiens versus the Hurricanes. Canadians got with Buffalo. Buffalo's storybook season ended in an overtime Game 7 thriller. So I still think the Hurricanes and the Avalanche are heads above either one of these teams. I'm sorry. I think they're going to – I don't know about sweep. Canadians are putting up a pretty good fight in a lot of being the only Canadian team left. Got no choice right now just to save face, I think. I still think our Hurricanes are going to win that series. Either it's going to be in 6 or 5 games to me. I don't know how you feel about that. But anyway. And in today's matchup with the Avalanche and the Golden Knights are a little bit I would say they're underappreciated. They've been that series that they played in. I mean, they should have won, but it took them some know-how to win that series. And then they have to play the Avalanche, who've been rolling over everybody except for Minnesota in the one game.
And John Tortorella hasn't taken long to piss people off either, meaning the press and the league. And there were press conferences out there in Vegas.
Bad news for the Colorado Avalanche, though. Makar is out for Game 1. So that might be a problem. And it may not. Colorado's really a real well-built team. That's another team that I have never associated liking. But they're playing pretty good hockey this year.
Danny's talking into his phone again. I don't know what the hell he's talking about here.
Danny.
Better off without the Canadians. I don't agree with that. I mean, look, hockey's better when the Canadians are relevant. That's all I said. I'm not a Canadians fan. It's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
They're one of the historic franchises in the sport, and the sport's better when they're relevant. That's all.
Oh, man, I don't know, Keith. Basketball seems to be taking a turn where all the best players are international players now.
Well, that's true. That's true. Yeah. When's the last time a American-born player won the MVP? It's been forever. 6 years?
Was it? Who was it? Yeah, I don't know who was it.
I'm not even sure who it was, quite frankly.
Steph or LeBron or something like that. I don't know.
Maybe LeBron. Oh, it might have been Steph. Let's find out.
Rob, you got a little French going on for us there.
The Jack Wagons?
The Jack Wagons. All right.
It's the nicest thing we get called.
Mm-hmm.
The last was James Harden in 2017-18. That's the last.
That's crazy. Wow.
Crazy's right.
It is what it is. Kids don't have the Jordan, LeBron, Kobe appeal anymore.
Well, Cooper Flag, and there's some guys that can, reclaim the flag a little bit.
I hope.
Reclaim the flag. That was
even Russell Westbrook was an MVP one.
He was, yeah.
Good old Russ. Speaking of people with the beginning name of R, Rashid Rice. That dude's getting 30 days of jail, and he's going to be spending more time in jail than he's spent time on the field. 30 days jail, 28 days playing.
What is the jail sentence for? Is it for violating his probation?
Yes, violating his probation for smoking the weed.
Okay. Not
silly stick.
So he does no jail time for the actual accident or anything like that.
No.
But he's not smart enough to say, woof, got away with one there. God, these guys.
Violating his probation. Yep.
These guys are just nuts.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that whole situation with Rashid Rice, but hopefully he's supposed to be back, obviously, by game, season starting time. So we'll see what happens. How is that working on his psyche, and how's that?
Oh, he'll be there before training camp. I think June something is when he.
Oh yeah. All right. And unfortunately, we don't have Bo here because Bo can give us the lowdown on the WNBA because he is quite affiliated with the WNBA. So he covers the Seattle Storm. So, all I can tell you about the WNBA right now, because admittedly enough, I'm not that into watching them. Probably won't be into that watching them until next year when Detroit has a team. So, sorry. My bad.
Don't have to apologize to me.
No, right.
Well,
I couldn't even tell you who's leading anything.
Our viewers probably. Well, in the Eastern Conference, the Sky
are all sexist animals.
Misogynist. I've been called that before. So.
Misogynist, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so in the Eastern Conference right now, the two elite go-getters right now are Sky and Liberty, both 3-1. Again, the season is young, so we remember that. The Western Conference is the Aces. The Aces are 4-1.
How's the Dream? How did Atlanta Dream?
Dream are 2-1. 2-1. I think they play tonight too, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I can see. Do they play tonight? The Sun and the Storm are playing tonight, so this is the reason why Mr. Mann's not here. Maybe the Sky Dream don't play tonight. Okay, they don't play tonight.
Look, let me say this. I don't watch most NBA games until they get interesting. It's one of the things that's just tough for me to watch.
We already covered that, Rob. You're late.
WNBA. Yeah. Be here on time, Jens.
I think that's fair. I kind of mute my feelings about the WNBA because of Bo. I want Bo to, he's trying to make his way in the world there, and it's important to him. So I kind of defer to him on that. And I'll do my ripping on another show where he's not there.
All right. Well, let's have a little baseball talk since we do have baseball going on. The AL East is led by those Tampa Bay Rays. The Yankees are close on their tail. The Guardians are in the lead in the AL Central. They're 28-22. The White Sox are in second place in the AL Central. They were supposed to be a crappy team this year, but obviously
the last few weeks, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a changing of the guard with some of these teams?
I'll tell you what. Detroit just doesn't have any pitchers right now. They're holding on to stuff, and then the one pitcher that we got, he's terrible. This guy won't give you a break. Okay, well, Kit Kat. AL West.
Neil Carter.
Athletics are 24-24, and the second place Rangers are 24-25. So that's a break-even league there. In the National League, the Braves are still up there at 33-16. Phillies are behind them at 500, 25-25. Who do you think made out between the Phillies and the Red Sox as far as a coaching change? Do you think the Phillies did a better job with their new coach now that they're 25-25? Because both Sox are still kind of
Phillies are like 15-6 since Donnie took over. So I think the Phillies have rebounded. I mean, they're still 8.5 out, but the Braves have been the Braves are easily the best team in baseball right now. And they're not doing it with mirrors. They're doing it. They're dominating all phases of the game. Braves are really good.
Do you think the Phillies? You think the Phillies in that situation where they changed the code? Are they better for getting rid of the manager?
As much as
in the long run,
yeah. As much as I like and respect Rob Thompson, sometimes you just got to make a change to get a different voice. And I think Rob will get another job. I wanted Rob Thompson to be the Yankee manager when Aaron Boone got the job. So I like Rob Thompson. I'm sorry this happened to him, but I'm happy for Donnie, and I think the Phillies will be better off, at least in the short term. Long term, I don't know, because Mattingly's an interim manager, remember. He doesn't have this job for long term yet, and I don't know that he wants it. They had to talk him into being the hitting or the bench coach. He didn't want to come back when he left the Blue Jays. He thought he was done with baseball. but he seems to be enjoying himself right now, whether playing well. So,
and in the NL Central, the Brewers are 28-18 with the Cardinals behind them at 28-19. And the Cubs are pretty much in that race as well. Pirates, who started off really good, as Rob Dizzle mentioned, have fallen to 24-24. But that whole division, nobody's got a losing record. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the Cubs have been pretty bad of late. They were actually they had a decent lead here for a while over the Brewers. And then they got 2-8 in their last 10, so they haven't played well. The Reds played well early in the year, and they went into a kind of a spin as well. Now the Pirates. So I think you're going to see this in this division, kind of up and down. All these teams up and down, maybe all year long. But it's much better than it's been. Cardinals are a big surprise too, by the way. They turned over. They were in a rebuild mode. They tore the whole thing down. Carlos Marmol's lucky he kept his job. And they're a big surprise at 10 games. Were they 9 games over 500?
Mm-hmm. And in the NL West, the Dodgers are dodgering, and the Padres are behind them by a win. So it's their Dodgers are 30-19, Padres are 29-19. Rockies are being the Rockies. They're in last place.
Rockies will always be the Rockies.
So the Dodgers. I was going to ask: Is it working out for what they're doing with Shohei Ohtani?
Here's the thing. I think they've done remarkable considering he hasn't hit the ball at all here early in the year. Kyle Tucker's really not played well, getting a big contract, and Edwin Diaz is gone for the season, and he had a 10 ERA before he left. So their 3 really big contributors are not been contributing. Ohtani will be fine. Yeah. It's just a bump in the road. So they're 12 games over 500 without those guys really contributing as much as I think Dodger fans would have thought they would. Danny can refute that if you like, but I don't think he will. And they might all play, well, other than Diaz, because, again, I think he's done for the year. Kyle Tucker will probably come back, but they're finding out he's not a $50 million a year ball player. He's a nice player. He's not a good defensive player. He'll probably have decent numbers offensively before it's over. But
are you saying he's overpaid, Keith?
No, you're worth whatever anybody's willing to pay you, you're worth that. Now, whether you earn it is different. He's not earning that money right now. No. Not going to say he's not worth the money because somebody's willing to pay him.
So I see your boy from New York there, Cam. I don't know how to pronounce his name because it sounds like
just say Schiller.
Schiller.
That
guy.
No,
that guy.
It's Schlitter.
Schlitter. Okay, Schlitter.
Oh,
okay.
What's the spelling of it?
SCHILLITT.
Yeah. There you go.
It's
easy
got
to
135. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Schiller? Schiller. Is Schiller or what?
It's
Schlitter.
Now you're making me go back to the wrong way to say it again. And we've heard announcers say it, by the way, during Yankee games. It's Schlitter.
Anyway, he leads with a 135 ERA in the MLB right now. All the MLB. So he's doing pretty good. Followed by Martinez for the Tampa Bay, 151. The White Sox, probably the reason why they're winning a lot of games. Martin, 161. Sanchez from Philadelphia, 182. And from Cincinnati, Burns, 183. Those are your ERA leaders right now. So there's that.
Danny's hating on me tonight. Danny, I love you. What's going on? I don't know what I did to you tonight. I just said he's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay him. He's not.
I think he agreed with you, though. I think he agreed with you, huh?
I can't tell if he is or not. I know he's talking into the phone, so it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to tell. So I don't know.
He's talking to his grandson.
Well, he's saying he's not a Golden Glove, but you are worth what somebody's willing to pay you.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I'm not sure what the schedule comes into it.
Right? No, that's not his name, Rob. He's definitely not doing that. That's for sure.
Dizzle, that's pretty close. No, he makes the other team do that because
there you go.
This kid is a real. I just hope he doesn't get hurt because he's a real deal. This kid is really, really good. By the way, Cole starts tomorrow or Friday. Garrett Cole will be back.
Yes, that's right. Cole's coming back.
Garrett Cole will be back.
And Scooble is already doing pitching 2-3 weeks after he did his surgery.
Shocking.
Yeah. So he should be back pretty soon. That would be good. That'd help out that pitching staff because they suck.
Now, did the doctors tell him he could pitch, or did his agent tell him he should start throwing the ball? That's what I'm wondering.
Well, I'm sure it was under advisement from the doctors as well.
I hope so.
He's not going out there playing a game. Let's put that out there. He's just doing warm up pitches and stuff like that. So I bullpen pitching. So I'm not worried about him coming out too early because I'm sure all that money he's going to be making. He wants to be out there in peak performance.
I feel like I'm in the middle of a Beavis and Butthead show right now. Listen to Brian giggle every time the word comes up. It's hilarious.
He said.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Has anybody been watching the? What is it? The other UFL?
The what?
The UFL. That's my answer.
It's the FL.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
UFL.
I couldn't tell you where to go watch it. I couldn't tell you. No.
Hey, I'm just
every now and then I flick onto ESPN.com and I see the UFL records and move on.
Yeah, well, you guys.
Are there any surprises there, James? Since you know the records, are there any surprises I should be aware of and paying attention to?
I'm surprised that I looked at the records. That's what you should be surprised at, sir.
I was surprised.
That's the bestest right there. That's the bestest right there. Well, if you really want to really care about the whole situation, the Orlando Storm are 6-2. In a United Football League, along with who's the top three teams here? St. Louis Battlehawks, DC Defenders. Those are your top three teams. Everybody else is like, so. Aren't
these guys always the best teams? Those three you just mentioned? It seems like they're always like the ones in the playoffs?
Orlando Storm is new. The St. Louis Battlehawks have been in the UFL, and the DC Defenders have been in the UFL for a while. Birmingham Stallions, who used to be the ones that dominated, they're 4-4. Like I said, they got new teams in here because they took teams out that were doing well last year, like the Columbus Aviators. They used to be the Michigan Panthers. The Houston Gamblers, which is a new team as well, but that's really following after the old UFL. The UFL. USFL. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they're trying.
How many teams are there?
8.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Okay.
Yeah,
it's only 8 teams.
Yeah, I think the AFL, which is the Arena Football League that just started, is what the hell is the UFL?
Right. Exactly. Unidentified flying something.
Yeah,
yes,
so they took teams from Pittsburgh as well. Yeah,
flying league, right?
UFL, same attendance as the WNBA. Okay, maybe.
Do they?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Less. They may have less.
Yeah, I think the UFL is at the bottom of that totem pole. Yeah, I think so too. Well, at least the UFL, that's for sure. I think people more watch the Arena Football League than they used to watch the UFL. But
they pack it. They only play in a 11 or 12,000 seat stadium here at all.
What do they do, Keith?
Every week. What I say?
What do they do? They pack it.
They're packing.
Pause.
No, the Albany Firebirds and the not the UFL, the AFL. They pack the stadium. It's not huge. It's only 12,000 seats, but the city's rabid for the Firebirds. I'd rather go to an Arena Football game than a UFL game.
Or a Canadian football game, I'll be honest. On that large football field.
Mm-hmm. I'd still rather go to an arena football game before I went to either one of those two.
Well, yeah, arena's great. It's high flying action.
Yeah, have fun at those
Mhm.
games.
Yeah.
And Michigan actually has a team in that. Anyway, I would have to say this. Is there anybody else got any more sports things going on right now that I had happened to miss? James is
Is
looking
there
all
any
over.
tennis? I'm trying to think. Is there tennis or
Yeah.
boxing?
Professionally, no. College, there's a lot of movement towards 24-team playoff, which is going to be just a ridiculous nightmare. And the Big Ten is leading the charge here.
I haven't watched your show in a while, Keith, but what do you think about basketball moving to 70, the tournament moving to 72 teams?
It's ridiculous. Here's the thing. I'd be okay if you just took whatever number you want to make. We're going to have a 64-team field. You can take 24 more teams. You can take whatever, all the rest of them, and play a play-in tournament to get to 64. You take as many at large and automatic bids as you want, 40, 48, 30, I don't care. But all those games are not NCAA tournament games, the play-in ones, right? The first four is already pushing it. But now we're going to play, 6 more games or 8 more games, whatever it is. No, yeah, I'm fine if you want to play into the tournament, but stop. These records are all going to go into the NCAA tournament, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I'm tired of seeing teams. Well, they won their first NCAA tournament game, and it was in the first 4.
Now the NIT still exists?
It does in some form. In fact, Auburn won the NIT, I think, and they were like one of the first teams left out of the NCAA. But that's what you're going to get. You're going to see a bunch of 11th and 12th place teams in the SEC and the Big Ten and the ACC get in this tournament. And who wants to watch that? It's not helping the mid-majors and teams that are, teams that had great regular seasons and maybe lost their postseason tournament. It's a money grab, and it's just like everything else, and it dilutes the tournament itself. So you can tell I hate it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't like it either. It's ridiculous. And speaking of which,
you can catch more of that brilliant commentary next on the College Huddle.
That's right. It's bullshit. I'll say that a lot in the next hour.
But anyway, yes, do that. And what you have to do, James? You're about to say something there.
Or you could read the comments of Danny Fuller with the turtles he mentioned. He'd rather watch turtles doing it than watching UFL.
Yeah, I'm with you there, though. Anyway.
I don't like change. You're right.
Anyway, everybody
you don't like it either, Danny. Danny doesn't like this 76 teams either. He knows he doesn't. So.
Bo's doing a special assignment for the Seattle Storm. They play at home today, so he's doing that. You know how he does with his WNBA.
I don't like change.
What are you talking about? Bo's right here with the fake hair and the tan. He's right there, man. The guy next to Keith.
He's got stitches on his head. What happened to him?
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, it is about the almighty dollar at the end of the day. Yeah. Unfortunately, capitalism is very strong in sports now. On that note, everybody have a very good evening. Again, catch Keith coming up next here on this College Huddle Report. Everybody have a blessed day. See you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
See you guys.
Peace.